Hi guys, it's me Karen, and I've come to do a picture in this book here. Die Welt under, well, it's under the glass on land. Can't read that, so it's by Rita Berman. And I'm going to do this little bee here. It was requested to do a picture with these pencils. I have them here. They have this name on them. Yeah, I can't pronounce that one either. But these are the SouthSun pencils that I had purchased. And yeah, I guess I didn't do a picture with them. I said I was going to, and I didn't. But it was requested to do a picture in this book, so I thought I would just get it out and do one of these in, say, the purple tones. This set has got a lot of purple in it, so I have them swatched out here. So it kind of starts in this area and goes down, and actually even goes on this side of the page with a couple of blues thrown in there. So I thought I would just do kind of a monochromatic purple with 6 pencils and 1 Prisma white. Just because I have a whole bunch of Prisma whites, and I think they just do wonders on any pencil. So what I've decided to do is I have a set of kind of a darker ones and then the kind of brighter ones. I'm going to get the camera down a little bit, and we are going to work on the little bee here. So I'm going to pick up the 3 I pulled out. Now the problem with these is we do not have names, so I only have numbers. And then I have to double check. It goes this way. Lightest color is 94, second is 141, and the last one is 32. Sorry about that. Now, you know me and my coloring of bugs, that I don't go piece by piece. I kind of blend them out into an area. So I'm going to just lay down this dark color, and this one again is number 32. And I'm going to color in this area. Now these are, I believe, are oil-based pencils on the more affordable end of the spectrum. So, I mean, don't expect them to be terribly artistic type pencils. They're just for coloring around, and that's what I do. So I figured I'd pick these up and try them out. And I did do a picture in here already on them, but I did not film it. I wanted to see how these pencils worked, and I'll show you that later. Okay, so they're smooth to lay down on this paper. This paper is really nice though, so everything is smooth to lay down on this paper. And I like to go light because these are layering type pencils and not like the Prisma, which blend. I don't know, I've been hearing a lot of people talk about the Prismas and how they don't like them because they break and their barrels are cracked and blah 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 blah. I love my Prismas. I have a pencil sharpener that I use, and I never get the tips to break, but of course I have dialed it back so when it sharpens, it doesn't sharpen it to a complete tight point, because Prismas you tend to put a little more pressure on, so I blunt the end a little bit. This one is number 94. 94? 94. Anyway, that kind of went off track there. when you have a set of pencils that you like, you kind of defend them. And like I said, these are layering pencils, unlike the Prisma. The Prisma are blendable. And what that means is the wax in them, they have enough of it to actually lay down two colors and push them together and make a color. These you cannot do that with. So it's kind of a layering process. And then you have to decide whether you want to layer down light to dark or dark to light. Now that is a preference that you would have on your own style of coloring. I find this is number 141. So I went from dark to light out here, and now I'm going light to dark. Sometimes it all depends on, well, your mood. I have to say that because sometimes I just can't go the other way around. It's too much pressure. This one is the dark one, number 32. It's because when I started coloring, I always would go darkest to the lightest. And then when I started coloring skin tones, it changed a little bit because I want light skin tone on certain parts and darker skin tone on other parts. And if I started with the dark, I would never get back to the light. So skin tones changed the way I color those, so I can get my light parts on the face and then deepen the dark parts. So every set of pencils to me is kind of like a learning process. I have to remember which ones do what. So shading and everything kind of comes that way. I'm going to do like this half of the bee, and then I'll do this later so you don't have to keep watching me do the same thing. Or wait, I'll just get this wing done. Never mind. Back with the lightest color, which is 94. And we'll just start on the light color and go back down to the darker colors. See if it blends any different. So think of this as putting a base coat down. And I think that's about as far as we got. Okay, then we'll go with the second color, which is 141. So what kind of pencils are your favorites to color with? Ones that do a lot of layering or blending, or do you like just a couple colors to go down? I do have a tendency of thinking I'll start off with a couple colors and end up putting like 10 down. When I layer, I really layer. We're going to stick to the 6 pencils we have now. Yeah, just 6. Okay, and then the dark color, which is 32. I'm trying to get it to look like the one on the other side. Okay, then I gotta go back in with the medium, 141. That looks pretty even. Yeah. Okay, we're just going to go dark under here. So this is our darkest color, 32. Next one is the 141. Putting a little more pressure on this one. And then the lightest color, 94. I'm going to bring in a little of the Prisma white here. And lay it down just on the edge. I should really get my little duster out so I don't keep putting my fingers on that. Go in there and darken it just a little bit more up here at the top. Okay, we're gonna get one more color out here if I can find it. Where's the zipper for this case? This set has 160 colors in it. Oh, criminies. I think this one's the black. They have a lot of grays. Okay, black I believe is 132. Looks pretty black. If it's not black, it's a dark, dark gray. And I'm just gonna bring that in there. And just darken that a little bit more. Just gonna bring that down in here and darken around the body a little bit more. And then go back in with the darkest color and blend it a little out. It's really hard for me to tell if that works with these lights on because it got glare on the, see how shiny that gets. But I think that worked out okay. We're going to try to shadow these in a little bit better here too. It's the medium purple. And then the lightest purple. And then we'll bring in the white there. Okay. Gonna do the same on the other side. Trying to see what I did on the other side. Medium color. And then we brought a little of that in here too. Lightest color. I didn't get it very dark there, so I have to go in and put a little more pressure on that and darken that up. Okay, then we're going to put in the black. And then go back over it so it doesn't look really black. I don't know if that sounds funny when I say that, but it sounds like, what'd you put the black down for if you're going to cover it up so it doesn't look black? Just to deepen that color up a little bit more. Okay, medium color on that. Down here with a little more pressure. Turning my wrist, and I shouldn't be doing that. I do it all the time though. Alright, then we're going to bring in the white. Just soften this edge up here. If you hear a lot of noise, we have construction going outside. Sidewalks are closed. Boom, there we go. And I really don't know what they're doing. It's a city. They're tearing up some cement roads or driveways or something and replacing them, or I don't know. I didn't go out to find out. They just get loud sometimes. Okay, so we have our little wings there. And we're going to leave these portions for a bit. I'm going to go down here to his little body. We're going to put in, this is the wrong color. Let's keep our colors separate here, black and whites. The darkest color, which is the 32. We're just gonna bring it up. And it kind of goes to here. So we will go to here, and then this piece is another piece, and that piece is another piece, it looks like. So put more pressure up here and on this side, and then just kind of shade it in a little bit for the next color. And do the other side the same. Okay, I'm going with the medium color, 141. Go over all that. Lightest color, 94. darken the edges again. We're going to bring in the white. I'm going to kind of go over the center here. And just blend that out a little bit. Go back over that with the lightest color. Okay, what I'm going to do is take my handy dandy little eraser, make sure it has no color on it, and I'm going to turn the book, but right in the lightest section here, I'm going to erase out some of that right here, down here, and right down in here, and a little right there. Okay, we might do a little bit of that work up here too when we get to it, but I want those lighter areas. And just blend a little color in so it's not so stark with the lightest color you have, and get that so it doesn't look like we just erased the whole darn thing. There we go. And I think that looks pretty good. We have to double check. I'm going to turn it this way so I can see the shading going on here. I want to put a little darker in this area and just blend that a little better. Okay. With the black lines, we're just going to use a Prisma black and go over them really gently so you can see this little scroll work and these little dots a little bit better. I'm not sure if this pencil's black will go over those terribly well. Look it out the Prisma black. It says, I'm used to it. I'm going to just put it that way. I like it. It does a good job. See the difference here? Nice sharp point. Just trace over the lines. And you'll get those big black lines back. I'll just go around the edge with this. And you can go on all of those lines if you like. Much detail as you want. Just brings out that detail a little more than, say, on the other side. I'll turn off the light so maybe you can see that a little better. I've got two lights up here. Boom. I don't know how dark that'll get you, but see, you'll get the lines a little bit better. Okay, just a little detail like that. We will go back in with the sharpened, where's my sharpener? Pencils, because they've gotten quite dull here. So let's just give them a quick sharpen. Okay. And we'll go back in here and the nice sharp point. Darken those up a little bit more. Oops, turn the pencil over. You might be able to use it better, huh? And then the lightest one again. Oops, sharpen that one too much. Putting too much pressure on it. The darky one. And then a little black. And we'll do the same thing as go over the lines. Oops, a little high. Okay, sorry I bumped the camera a little too much. We're going to darken these areas up here too with the black. So we're just going to go around his little body plate there and darken some of these areas here. Not too far up, but enough just to make sure they'll stand behind there. And then in with the darkest color to blend that out. Alright, that made it stand out real nice. Okay, what we're going to do is little plate here, and we're going to kind of work backwards. We're going to make this light and down around the edges, so it'll also help with that dark line we just put there. So we're going to go in light all the way down here. Maybe make it dark up there. There we go. On the bottom one, we're going to just kind of bring it up the same way and make this dark down here. This is the medium color. And then our darkest color. Okay, and then go over the whole thing again with the lightest color. Make sure we're blended together. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. The picture I did on the other side of this has got some bumps in it, but that's okay. I'm going to bring in the Prisma White and just kind of go over these little areas here. Kind of brighten them up a little bit. Okay, down here, we're going to go in with the darker color. Medium color. And the lightest color. Tiny bit of white in here. And back to the dark. I'm going to bring in a little of the black. Okay, and then go back in with the dark. Okay, now his little head. So I'm going to go dark, just go over that too. And then you have to decide on the poor little guy's eyes here. So I will probably take the black to here, leave that, so we'll color this part in the dark color also. Medium color. Light color. And we'll bring in a little white. A little bit of the black. Okay. I'm gonna go over these two. This looks a little odd to me. little details. Okay, legs. I think that's all we'll be doing is the little bug, and I'll have to do the outside a little later. So we're gonna sharpen this up again. I need a point. Those legs and other things are tiny. So we'll go in like these little areas here. The dark. We'll just work our way down. Try to get them all the same. It's not something I'm good at either. Down the bottom. And then more on the top. Okay, go in with the medium color, just add a little bit more to it. Have to do the rest of those wings too. I'm just going to go ahead and do the wing here. This is the medium color. Did I do these? I don't know if I did these. No, I didn't do these. Okay, then the lightest color. I'm going to leave a little spot for some white. Forgot to do those little balls, didn't I? I'll do them this color and then add some color into it. Okay, this side. Oh, and I forgot to do this wing. Poor little bug. I really don't mean to forget about one side. A little light color. All right. Then we bring in the white after I sharpen it. There we go. So just bring up that color into the top here. Blend it around. I had different pencils that I was sharpening the other day, so I forgot to turn the dial back on my sharpener, so I'm getting sharper points than I wanted on the Prisma. Get those all blended too. Boom, 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 boom. Some tiny pieces. Okay, now we do his black eyes. Just going to go in with the black Prismacolor. I'm going to go over that area there. Just give him a nice big black eye. Okay, and then we're going to bring in a Posca pen and make sure it works. Find some nice little places to put some highlights. Something like that. We can highlight these areas a little bit more with the white. If you go over the lines or don't like where you have them, you can color back over with the pencil. I'll show you what I mean as soon as they dry a little bit. See, okay, this one, I want to redefine that black line. I just go back over the black line. If you want this a little not so white, just go over it with a little bit of pencil. Don't put too much pressure on it because you'll scratch it right off, but if you go over it lightly enough, it'll color on top. I'll have to go over this one with a darker color than that. Because it's darker, so let's get the darker color. And just help that blend in a little bit more. And there we go. That is what we have so far. So I guess there will be a part 2 to this. Sorry about that. I've got a little bit of work I've got to get done today, so thanks for watching. So far we've got a big purple bee. Hope you like. Take care everyone, and I'll see you in part 2. Bye now.